Okay, hello again. That's my second take within one day, and I just got home from my interpret practice and my communicating practice with Native Americans, and my tongue's pretty tired and weary. And so please bear with all these misspelling things that could occur right now in front of you on my channel within this session of self-recording, and I'll be trying to keep things nice and simple and understood for those people who can just follow my activities. For some reason, I don't know why those might follow my activities. It's not something interesting, and it's not something point related, but anyways, let's just do second take within one day. And what I wanted to bring here, just maybe something related to describing things, as I ran out of like spontaneous speech, and I'm not just for this particular day. Just please remember that I'm very inventive and very just resourceful guy, excuse me, about inventing new things to talk about. But for this day, I ran out of words, and let's do something related to some maybe item, or I just want to pick up some random item in my apartment and describe that item in a more more advanced way that I can. And let's see what happens. Let's see how it materializes. Give me a second here. I'll be back soon. So I'm back again. I picked up this nicest item. As you might see, this one is kind of very old and very just rare cell phone of mine that I had and I have now, and I use this just to cellular phone on a regular basis, regularly. Let's say, I don't know, maybe 7 or 10 years ago. And what shall I say? What should I say? I should say. It's kind of tricky thing to understand what I'm doing here, but still, I'm giving this speech, and that's my channel, that's my activities, guys. What I wanted to say about this nicest item is it was very significant, and it still is about what, relating to what I was solving a lot of issues of mine using this cell phone, and now it's retired right now, and it doesn't get any royalties or retirement payments, and it's sad, but still I keep this nice item in my apartment just for good memories of my previous times. And I haven't described any slightest piece of this item so far, so let's commence with the description itself. This item is pretty good one. It's kind of original one. It's made in Finland, or just maybe Germany. Let's see where it's made. Where it's made. It's made. Sad. It's made in Korea. I put it closely to the camera so you might see on your own eyes. It's not clear. It's not like clearly seen, but still, I'm telling you that it's made in Korea. I don't know which part of Korea it was made. Maybe southern Korea, because they've been always keen on in doing some, like electronic stuff and different kinds of appliances, variety of electronic circuits, related appliances, and just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have any SIM card in it. It's not needed, actually. It wasn't needed because it was functioning using our simply network in our city, and there is still coverage of some operator within our city neighborhoods, and for the proper function of this item, you should have strong signal within the territory that you resides, and you also should use, I should say, this nicest antenna unit. I stretched it out and pulled it out of the cell phone itself in order to this nicest antenna to be clearly seen on your own eyes and see its nicest like style, because previously on the streets, if you see someone wearing his or her own cell phone like this with a long antenna, that meant that kinds of people were very busy and extremely was related to business audience and that's for more deepest understanding what was happening when someone might use that this, I should say, cell phone in their activities about solving their business issues, and I did, and I was great at that, and that's why I kept this cellular phone of mine, and I'm describing, I'm doing description about it right now, and what shall I say about this item also? It's kind of light bluish one. It's made of plastic or plastic originated material. From the front side, it's made of bluish, light bluish color plastic material, and on its rear side, it's made of kind of light gray or light whitish like color, like originated plastic, and it's made of strong, durable, and very, I should say, firm materials, because it's very resistant to wear, resistant to whatever. Just to, I guess it's air-proof, leak-proof. It's not completely leak-proof. I won't to check it like literally by putting it into the jar of water, because it may have a leak into inside, and it might just influence the components, electronic circuits within this unit in a bad way. So I wouldn't do that, especially in front of this nicest camera as I'm using right now. And what I should say about this item also, kind of, I tell you what, it has like kind of oval but more like a rectangle like shape, rounded on its corners, and it's slightly rounded, but it's still like kind of straight in general meaning of the word. And it has like nicest keyboard. The keyboard itself made of like slightly soft material plastic, and that's for better use of this thing, and for just better sensations when you just push it, and you might feel like kind of response, that keyboard respond to your push, and you feel this like softness of these keyboards, and you might think that you have really nicest and coolest phone ever. And it's really made of quality materials, and all the materials like kind of, it's not natural, but it's kind of very technological, of the highest degree of wear and highest degree of correspondence to this particular item, I should say. And it also has like clear, and it's not too translucent, but it's kind of opaque now because it turned off, and it doesn't have even a battery inside it. It's because I put it out, and because that battery became like bumpy, it became like bloating from inside, because it ran out of its terms of use and usage, I should say, and it's too just old and too, I should say, weird battery in all the ways, and it became bloated like because of like these kinds of like materials inside that battery expired, and the battery bloated as it happens like regularly with these nice cell phones. And what shall I say also about this item? It has like the border line here right in the midst of the side of this cellular phone, and this like I should say separation line where all those different colors plastics like when they the place where they like separate from each other, like, and you may just clearly put one side, let's say front side of this cell phone out of the rear side of this cell phone, and I wouldn't do that because I don't want just to disassemble this nice cell phone and just to spoil it by that. And also it has pretty interesting like holes in it. Holes of different sizes and shapes, and that's, I don't know, what's it for, just for better functioning, maybe for ventilation, or for you to get better just access to all the components of these electrical circuits that exist in this cellular phone, and that's for being able to service this phone in a proper way more easily by using these simplest tools, and not to invent something sophisticated in order to get inside the cellular phone, I should say. And that's why those like kinds of holes spread around the rear part of rear side of this battery compartment of this cellular phone, I should say. And maybe that's it about it, this item. I don't know. Wanted me to ramble longer. Let's see how it goes. Anyways, it has kind of strip cut on the rear side of this cellular phone, and the battery compartment, I should say. And this strip cut is clearly could be just readable and reachable with the strip cut reading machine within maybe store, maybe repair shop, maybe some other facility that might service this phone, or just account it like an item on your warehouse. Let's say you have a variety of cell phones within your storage, your warehouse, and you're about to count them all, and this strip code might be of a great use in that case, because you may easily like check the phone by reading its strip code and get the sense what kind of cell phone you're just having right now, in just maybe you're dealing with, or you're trying to solve some selling issues, or trying to solve some other issues. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. The only thing that matters is that this strip code makes the cell phone easy recognizable and easy accountable, I should say, within any warehouse that could ever exist. I don't know if you relate to what I'm saying. If you do, good for you. You're a good guy, you're a good girl, and you're a great advanced listener of English, and you're a great advanced speaker of English. I guess if you follow my channel, that's the sign that you might relate, and you may feel the sense of what I'm doing here. And guys, this long antenna unit has nicest round shaped cap on it, made also of like some plastic material or something. I wouldn't dive into details. I don't know about it literally nothing, and I don't know any stuff related to that cap of this nicest antenna. And what else? On the bottom side of this cellular phone, we have the outlet that serves for recharging the battery of this nice cell phone, and those holes in the bottom end of this cell phone is perched right exactly on the places where them should be, and it has like how many? Let's see how many holes it has. It has like square shaped one on the right side or the bottom side of the cell phone, and the rectangle like kind of axis hole on the side of the bottom part of this phone. And what else it has? It has unknown holes also that are perched right up these rectangle like hole that serves for recharging the battery of this phone. And those nicest holes, I don't know about their existence. I don't know any facts about their existence, what do they serve for, what purpose are they made for, and stuff that goes along these lines. I don't know. And guys, I guess that's it about this nicest item, and I try to be as fluent as I could, and let alone saying that I'm completely fucking weary with today's my durable English practice, and that's definitely it. I wouldn't weary no longer, and keep in touch and keep following my channel if you want. That's it about my cellular phone, and that's it about all the day in as a whole. And just take care, and have a nice sleep, and wake up cheerful and effervescent, and follow your own issues in a very good way, and have a great success about that. That's it. Take care, and see you all. Bye. See ya.